I'm Madeline and welcome to Consumerism course. So last time we talked about many different ways to participate in consumer activism. Today we're going to be focusing in on consumerism of aquariums and what you can do to stop this. This is a very big deal, especially if you live anywhere, as there are 216 accredited aquariums in the US alone.
The earliest aquarists were some of the Sumerians who held fish in artificial ponds 4,500 years ago. The Chinese were the first to successfully breed fish in about 1000 BCE, but some of the first to keep fish for entertainment were the ancient Romans and some folks in England. The Romans created ponds which held seawater, and the folks in England kept goldfish in tanks.
Over time, there was a progression where aquariums developed into large attractions as a way to spend a Saturday afternoon. By definition, an aquarium to date is an establishment where aquatic organisms are kept and exhibited. Now, you might be asking what the problem with aquariums is, or you've heard people talk about the issues with SeaWorld, seen tweets discussing the famous killer whale Shamu at SeaWorld, or heard about when Dolphinaris was shut down at Odyssey in Arizona. Only 126 inspectors to regulate these aquariums, while also regulating over 10,000 other facilities. The South Florida Sun Centennial went over 30 years of federal documents on over 7,000 marine animals and found that 3,850 different kinds of marine life had died in aquariums. Those include dolphins, whales, seals, and different fish. A quarter of them died before they were even 1, and a whopping half by the time they were 7. This is only a small percentage of the animals that were held in captivity for entertainment.
Shamu, the popular orca at SeaWorld, is a great example of the treatment and outcome that has happened to animals in captivity. Killer whales' expectancy out in the wild is 30 to 50 years, but in captivity, the average is only 15.7. That is half of the minimum of what their survival rate should be. Shamu only lived for 6 years in entertainment before she died.
What's even worse than having these animals perform is forcing them to swim with humans. In Arizona, there's a place called Dolphinaris where you have the opportunity to swim with different dolphins. This is harmful to dolphins as it causes them stress and anxiety, and as a result, they're given medication. Being in a confined space with a considerable amount of human contact is traumatic, as they have no place to swim compared to their usual up to 60 miles per day in the wild. It also affects their ability to communicate through sonar, and it only took 4 dolphin deaths to have Dolphinaris shut down completely and the other dolphins relocated to a natural ocean water sanctuary in the US Virgin Islands.
Now, maybe you don't have the opportunity to swim with dolphins every day, but when you visit an aquarium, you have the chance to visit the touch tanks. Within the touch tanks, you have the chance to interact with sharks, stingrays, and other sea life. Touch tanks are the deadliest artificial environment for sea life. By touching these animals, you're inflicting stress. With stingrays, you are rubbing away at their natural coating, which allows for them to now be more susceptible to other harmful agents, and they are more likely to be injured. All of this is unacceptable as it is preventable. These harmful and unethical ways of educating children in fact do the opposite, as they support the idea that it is okay to hold sea animals captive.
So what can you do about this? Well, luckily, you have many options. The first starts with not spending your money at aquariums. Even if your admission fee claims to give a small percentage to conservation, you are not going to make an impact like you would if you just didn't interact with these animals. If you find that it's dire that you visit sea life, there are safer ways. Visiting one of the 11 sanctuaries with 2 on the way that NOAA has, you are going to have a better education experience, and so will the animals.
I encourage you to take further action. Activists who didn't agree with Dolphinaris set up a protest after the 4th dolphin died. These activists were a part of a group called Dolphin Free AZ. Joining a group and letting your voice be heard is powerful.
But the best thing for these animals is to not pay to see them. By doing this, you're saving the animals and your wallet. By not doing anything, you're doing something, and that's a start. So remember, fish in tanks? No thanks. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week.
Thanks for watching. Consumerism Concepts was filmed in AZ, and a huge thanks to all these people who made this video possible.